My friends, welcome to a brand new video. So right now in the gaming community, Fallout 76 is still a very big topic of discussion. And you know, people are going to continue to talk about this game all the way up to E3 and then again all the way up until it's released. Probably going to be the talk of the town for a while. So while people are talking about Fallout 76, I want to discuss Bethesda's other staple series. That is right, my friends, today I'll be talking about the Elder Scrolls and why there is a lack of the Elder Scrolls 6. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to jump into the reasons why I think we are seeing another Fallout game instead of the Elder Scrolls 6. The first and probably biggest reason why is because of ESO. Now, if you don't know, ESO means Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I didn't realise until a few days ago, but ESO is pretty big right now. It's honestly huge. It's an extremely popular game right now, and is very profitable for Bethesda and ZeniMax. So if you think about it, if the Elder Scrolls 6 was to be announced and released now or sometime in the next year, ESO's player base would probably take a huge hit. And let's just be honest, many players would probably leave ESO for a decent amount of time while they enjoy the new Elder Scrolls experience. If you think about it from a business standpoint, it would be unwise at this time to release a new Elder Scrolls game. You know, the Somerset expansion has only just released, like in the past day, and ZeniMax probably still has a good few more expansions in mind before they are ready to stop making content for ESO. Yeah, right now ESO's on a roll, it's doing very well, and honestly, I think ZeniMax wants to get a good few more years out of ESO before a new Elder Scrolls experience is launched. As soon as the Elder Scrolls 6 is released, ESO is going to take a very big hit. Their player numbers are going to reduce drastically. You know, I'm not saying the game will totally die, but it will definitely take a hit, and it'll probably hurt the ESO community heavily. I mean, that's just what happens when the next game is released, especially when it's the Elder Scrolls 6. You know, no matter how much people are liking ESO right now, everyone knows, every Elder Scrolls player in the back of their head wants the Elder Scrolls 6. So from a business standpoint, I totally understand why ZeniMax wants Bethesda to, you know, hold the horses on the Elder Scrolls 6 until now. You know, ESO still has a decent lifespan left, and you know, that doesn't mean Bethesda isn't working on the Elder Scrolls 6. They most probably are. It's just that they're not going to announce it yet, and they're definitely not going to be releasing it yet because it would take away from ESO and possibly damage its current value. So that's the first and probably main reason we're not seeing, you know, talks of a new Elder Scrolls at the moment. But another huge reason we are seeing a Fallout experience over a new Elder Scrolls title is because I believe right now Bethesda's just not capable of executing their vision for the Elder Scrolls 6. You know, right now I believe that the Elder Scrolls 6 is most probably in some kind of pre-production / concept stage, and you know, instead of Bethesda pulling a Peter Molyneux and, you know, promising the best and ultimate game ever with all these amazing features that you didn't think possible and then just under-delivering in the final product, I think Bethesda wants to wait until technology has caught up to their vision of what the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be. Just remember guys, Bethesda has to one-up Skyrim and make a better product than Skyrim, which honestly is probably no easy feat. Skyrim is and still is one of the best games out there, and it's just such an amazing game, and to one-up their efforts on Skyrim, it's going to take some time and effort, let's just be honest. Just put it this way, would you rather see a repeat of Fallout 4, or would you rather wait a few more years and receive, you know, a gaming experience that will sate your Elder Scrolls appetite for many years to come, just like Skyrim did? And this actually moves on to my second point, which is Bethesda wanting to make amends for Fallout 4. Okay, listen, Fallout 4 wasn't a terrible game. I personally got many hours of enjoyment out of it, but let's just be honest, it wasn't the Fallout experience we wanted. Ultimately, it was quite lackluster and fell short of the fans' expectations. Now, some of that might be the fans overhyping it, but when Bethesda makes statements like we've been working on this game since Fallout 3 was released, you know, it's hard not to jump onto the hype train. And you know, Fallout 4 just didn't scratch the community's Fallout itch, and Bethesda doesn't want to make the same mistake with the Elder Scrolls 6. Okay, so the final reason we're seeing another Fallout experience over an Elder Scrolls experience is because Fallout 76 is a spin-off title. It's not a main game in the franchise. You know, it's not like Bethesda's releasing Fallout 5 before the Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda's done this before with Fallout New Vegas. You know, we had Oblivion, then we had Fallout 3, and then we had another Fallout game with Fallout New Vegas, and then we had a new Elder Scrolls game after that, which was of course Skyrim. So you know, Bethesda has released 2 Fallout experiences in a row before. This isn't really anything new, and honestly it's not that surprising. Now, I would be questioning it if the case was Fallout 5 being released before the Elder Scrolls 6, but this is just a Fallout spin-off. You know, just remember, no one was expecting Fallout 76, so expectations for Fallout 76 as a whole are pretty low, especially with all the constant news coming out about it being a co-op or multiplayer, like, survival experience. Expectations aren't super high for it, at least not, you know, what the expectations for the Elder Scrolls 6 are going to be. I'm not saying Bethesda doesn't care about Fallout 76, But when it comes to Fallout 76 versus the Elder Scrolls 6, people are going to be expecting more from the Elder Scrolls 6 than they would be from Fallout 76, which is a game the community wasn't expecting at all. Okay, so to simply wrap this up, Bethesda wants to make the best possible experience for the Elder Scrolls 6, and Fallout 76 is just going to be a product that they can put out to keep people sated while they work hard on the Elder Scrolls 6. So anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed my reasonings I came up with for why we are seeing another Fallout experience over the Elder Scrolls 6. If you like what you see, feel free to leave a like, and if you do want to see more, consider subscribing. Hitting that bell button does also help me a lot, so that would be much appreciated. Feel free to follow me on Twitter as well. Links, of course, are in the description down below. My friends, your viewership is always appreciated. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.